That's
not too close. Can I just say, you win the award for the best socks in the conference?
Well, it was close between me and Michael. His were nice sort of turquoise sky blues. So yeah.
Tell everyone who you are, please.
Oh, hello everyone. My name is Hugh Pyle. I am the Chief Marketing and Sales Officer of Blue Skies. We're a big global fresh cut business, but we're also doing ice cream now, juices, even avocados. Watch this space.
Okay. And your background is very interesting, and that was picked up in the in your talk, with your presentation with Michael. What your background? How did you get to this point in life?
Yeah.
To be in a rugby stadium in the middle of Coventry, you've made it. Hugh.
I've made it. But it is a beautiful, and the tea's very good. But it's quite a strange career. It's in my family business, so my father started about 25 years ago, but it was one of those cases. I was a lot younger then, as we all were 25 years ago, and he didn't ever push me into it, and I said I wanted to go and do my own thing. So I joined Diageo, and I was about 14, 15 years there, traveling the world, Africa, spent a couple of years out in Vietnam, and then I was pulled across to join L'Oreal in their marketing department, and I headed up UK first, and then Western Europe was their CMO. So I kind of a marketing background, but it got to the stage when I suppose all of that nice world didn't feel like it had the same value as I think working with your dad and with your mum and with an amazing business.
But you made this comment earlier that you gave up working with Lewis Hamilton, and who was the pop singer?
Cheryl Cole, yeah.
Cheryl Cole, to major on this amazing product.
Yeah,
I mean, all credit to you.
You try it. This actually one we just brought in from Egypt. Pretty good, eh?
Okay, and for the uninitiated, how long ago would that have been in Egypt?
So this would have been landed yesterday morning in the UK, because it had to get through. I bought this morning from an unnamed retailer. I don't want to show bias, but we supply the great majority. So we would have harvested. Our pineapple is the best example. We harvest out at 6 a.m. in Ghana. At 12 noon, it's trucked down to the site. It's hand chopped. It depends on customer preference, of course. Hand chopped, hand placed into the little trays, and then flown that evening. So maybe by 10 p.m. it gets onto the BA flight from Accra over to London, and then straight 24 hours later it is in the UK from that harvest moment to the UK, and then boom into the supply chain.
So I've been very privileged to have actually gone to the site in Ghana. How many people do you employ in Ghana?
So 3,500 in Ghana and 5,000 globally.
Largest private employer in Ghana.
And
what's the rough number of people that hang off that ecosystem within Ghana?
We've done sort of back of napkin maths, and we think each of our employees has a sort of wider network of 10, so you could say that's 35,000 people. But you think about it, in Ghana, you'll have someone working at the site, and we pay 3 times the minimum wage. We bust them in free from wherever they live. We subsidise their food 75%. We offer them free occupational health, so if they get malaria or they need a breast cancer screening, or free condoms, all of that sort of stuff. Free sporting facilities, so they have to veg in their diet as well as fruit, because they're just not doing these sort of things naturally. I suppose it's not cultural. You have your big starch, but where's my veg? So all of these sort of things we're bringing in. And if you think about it, these guys go home, and actually the ability to then reach out to their wider community with the fruits of their, excuse the expression, the pun, the fruits of their labour at Blue Skies has got a lot of weight.
And that's the slight annoyance I've got, that we had a very interesting talk from Guy Watson of Riverford, where he's extolling the virtues of his team. But you've been doing this for years, and you've been doing it more so, and you've been doing it on an international basis. And there aren't many businesses within the sector that do that. That's why I'm really keen.
I'm going to have to hunt Guy out in a minute, because he is an amazing business, and he drives truly what he believes. But we argue exactly the same. And profit is not a dirty word, because we make profit. Not so. Our board has literally paid 1 dividend in the 25 years we've been going. We don't give the money back to, God, no one wants to be a shareholder now in Blue Skies, but we don't give the money back to our shareholders. We put that back into the business so that we keep employing people, we keep making sure they don't get on boats and travel across the Mediterranean and kill themselves leaving the country, that they don't, that they can actually get a car, a mobile phone, send their children to university, school, that we can put classroom blocks instead of trees where children are studying under the sun. And I will defend that till the end of our days.
And you have looked to duplicate that in Brazil, Ghana, Egypt, South Africa, and now?
And now Benin is the new site. And Benin is a considerably poorer country. It's probably where Ghana was maybe 10 years ago. honestly, you can tell the impact that a business like ours has when it goes into a market like Benin. We have a direct line to the president. He sees what, and I'm not joking. He has offered us.
I know you're not.
He has offered us support, subsidies on some of the way that we can move the product around his country, because he knows that if we can make it a success out of Benin, and this will be supplying a lot of our French markets like Carrefour and Leclerc. If we can make it a success, we bring valuable job creation and future growth for many, many thousands of people.
Okay, so I want to give you some direct business advice. I think what you need to do now is to create a brand and do some innovation on products.
You're a smart guy. I wish you were with us 3 years ago, as if by magic. God,
tell
you teed that one up
tell
well.
everyone about Blue Skies ice cream.
Right, now, most people think ice cream, and probably someone like Guy again would say, well, hold on, you are adding to the damage that meat and cows have to the environment and to health. But the beauty of the Blue Skies ice cream is that it's made just like our fresh cut coconut, which I'll give you an example. So, actually, the mango passion fruit's a classic example here. Yep. So, we supply this to many retailers, beautiful chunks in line with their specifications. But with the little slivers that come off the mango part that many people would just throw away, and probably they do in our UK competitors, what we do is we then blend them back either into juices, so there's no waste to sell locally, and create local...
Isn't that clever?
Or we put it into our ice cream. And our ice cream is especially sexy because it's also made with a base of coconut milk. So we have our coconut chunks supplied to Tesco, Sainsbury's, Waitrose, whoever it might be, but the little slivers are all ground up and blended with fresh fruits, fresh coconut milk, which no one else in the world can claim, and that creates a dairy-free vegan ice cream, which wins Great Tastes Awards. In fact, everything it's ever entered, it's won. So if you haven't tried it, please try it and leave a review, because we're very confident.
And in the UK, where could you purchase that amazing product? Where could you purchase it?
So it is in Waitrose, but in a, I suppose, an M25 distribution, and it's in Ocado, and it's in Amazon Fresh, and we're now starting to get into what I call the on-trade and food service environment. So we're hoping that people like, say, a Wagamama might list us, or a Frankie and Benny's, or anyone who's in those sort of areas, please reach out to Blue Skies, because you do need nowadays you do need a vegan offering on your not just for the smaller percentage that are vegan or vegetarian, but actually for the people that want to take an ethical or a health choice on that particular occasion, because flexitarianism I think is now about 22% of the UK population. Crazy, where's that come from? But it's wonderful, because we feel we're on that trend.
So you've taken my advice about innovation.
We always listen to you, Max.
and creating brand. It feels like you now need to win an award.
Well, amazingly, yesterday we joined the wonderful award ceremony for the FPJ, and I think we're very proud of Blue Skies because we do believe we make a great quality product, but actually more than that, we believe we do it with very, very high service levels. Great relationships with our retailers. And for example, Sainsbury's was our first ever retailer, and that was 22 years ago we started to work with them. Still a major supplier for them. And that's because of great relationships, hopefully good strategic partnership, and critically impressive service levels and continued quality. And at a fair price. Let's leave it at that.
Best business in fresh produce. I'm completely biased. Best business. Have a look at the links to check out the website. And if you want to make direct contact with Hugh to find out more about these sort of products, again, just contact him through the website. Thank you very much. Well done.
Thank you, Max. So a pleasure.